never fussed.
They go up Bank Street every day. I watch them every day go up Bank Street
She's
to
never
get
filed
home.
a complaint with us.
Huh?
She's never called and
So I
filed a
said she's
complaint.
not fussed in here.
Well, David's doing that for her.
Best thing to do is
There is no solution.
No, I mean, there's no good solution, or I mean, we're
That's
gonna
my
make
only
somebody.
question as an officer of this city. You tell me what to do and I'll do it.
That's what I
But
said.
now-
Well,
couldn't
because
that-
now David's right, this is an ordinance, I'm sorry, it
Start
is
writing
a
tickets,
law.
They're gonna be lined up at your own
Well,
door.
when extreme circumstances, and I'm not saying break law or anything, but extreme circumstances, which I think blocking Bobby going up to her house or David being able to get down his property or whatever, couldn't they be cited, give a citation for parking like that? If they're blocking the,
Look how many citations it'd be.
well, not only that.
no,
You
I'm
can't go
just,
just one. You
Yeah.
can't
You can't
discriminate.
pick and choose.
well, I was
You
saying
could knock on the door
extreme
and say, hey,
circumstances.
You gotta move your car.
But what's extreme? So,
Speeders, how many people speed? You can't stop them all.
Can't get them all, you make
You
examples
have
of
to
us
make it, you have to make discretionary
who stops.
choices.
And I'm
Some
sure,
of this, you know, you just have to use your discretion, but you've got a statute
yeah,
that will back you up.
if you do write a
Yeah,
citation,
that's right.
and I'm sure every time y'all, it's at your discretion whether you give somebody a ticket for breaking the law. Sometimes you warn them.
Right. So
Maybe that'd be the way to go to try to not have anybody mad at you. I know, I'm sure you still make somebody mad.
Oh, yeah.
well, you know, Dale's already gone over there and made them move. So-
I mean,
tell you what,
I did. I made them move their vehicles off the sidewalk and park on the shoulder of the
Mm-hmm.
street. Then the complaint comes in the same day,
Yeah.
within 15 minutes,
Yeah.
that you couldn't get a fire truck down through there because the road was blocked.
Yeah.
And then I went over there the next day and told them if they didn't move, I was gonna tow them off, and then they moved them across the street.
But we have another ordinance on the books, which, if you look it up, says the road has to remain clear, wide enough for an emergency vehicle to get through.
That means ambulance or fire truck.
If you start
Lord, they wouldn't get down
citing
my street.
at the first council meeting following the day, when you start citing,
It'd
this
be
place will
packed.
be filled.
Packed.
Well, I'd get
Exactly
people to come to council meeting once in a while.
Well, I know that ticket books were ordered when Chief Kyle was here to write parking tickets.
Yeah, we ordered all new ticket books.
Yeah,
Because
we
the
got
same
new-
issue was
Well,
brought up then.
We've got new ticket books since those was made, but I mean, that's,
Yeah, we had those, and we have maintenance logs, which I'm sure.
The
they
person
know
you
about.
said did away with their driveway, I mean, did they just do that on their own so they could just park out in the street, or?
I don't know. There was a driveway there and they've never parked in it.
The houses that are in question, though, have no driveways.
Had no driveways.
Have no driveways.
you got a back alley back there, but I don't know if the city's gonna
And
block
there's a
the back alley.
sidewalk on one street, aren't there?
Yeah.
One side of the street's where the sidewalk is.
Actually, the left-hand side if you cutting in, so.
I understand the dilemma, I just don't know.
And it's not just the problem with the sidewalks, it's also the yellow curbs, such as coming down Main Street in
Yeah.
front of those shops up there.
That's a no-brainer.
And that's been brought up forever and ever and ever too.
When we
Well,
see 'em
out
sit
here
back-
in front of City Hall too.
The red truck.
I mean, if we see
Right here
them,
in
we
front of
ride
City
them.
Hall.
I mean, if we see them, we ride them.
I mean, I come through town today coming home and there was a truck parked right in front of City Hall. Partially yellow out there.
But like I said, that's not a city street, so you're gonna get into a problem of who actually marked it and who didn't mark it.
Actually, we wrote parking tickets and then the state came in and told us we couldn't write parking
Yeah,
tickets.
because we did that up there on the other street, we
the-
marked it off and wrote them, then they come back
Is the
and
state
marked
on
it
the
back.
sidewalks here?
No, you're on the highway though.
I thought
Well, if
the
somebody
city
parks on
owned
the
it.
sidewalk on
Sidewalk, but he's talking about curbs, I don't know who controls the curbs.
Oh, yeah, I get
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
I don't know who, if the state marks them or did the city mark those with the
City
yellow?
marked them.
City marked.
So, but
Where's
we
the
marked them once
sidewalk?
before over there and had to redo the whole roadway up through there.
That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Over there by the old park,
I got
you know what I'm
cussed,
talking
I
about?
got threatened, and then the state came in and told me that I couldn't write tickets there anymore.
Yeah, 'cause that was a state highway, we didn't have.
So you'd have to call the state police.
Well, we could write a regular, issue a
We could
regular
write a
citation.
regular ticket if
It
they
was
were
the
blocking
highway
the roadway.
department. It was the highway department. that
Yeah.
came.
Yeah, it was the
Department of
state highway
Highways,
department
yeah.
that told us that we couldn't do
Out
that.
of Manchester, I think that's where they come out of, what? I forgot what the guy's name was.
So the state owns West Main Street.
And
If it's a state maintained highway, they have responsibility.
Anywhere they
all the way through
paved,
town, all the way through the
is
top of
not
Black
ours.
Mountain.
Yeah.
So all the way up through town, basically.
That's why our ATV ordinance does not apply to Main Street nor Kingdom Come Drive.
That's why we actually did the ATV ordinance to the back alleys.
Yeah, and back streets or back.
They are allowed to cross the highway
Following the state law.
1/10 of
Yeah,
a
that's
mile.
a state law,
So
yeah.
that we fixed it to where you're zigzagging
At a 45-degree angle.
to get to,
I mean, that's what state law says.
Yeah.
I mean,
to get to the one place to the other.
but I mean,
Maybe there's a solution that could
Yeah, we
come
need
up
some
with,
kind of
like,
solution.
some kind of, like, you know,
I've got to
Ask
go out
them
there,
to
let the
move,
chief and them look at
tell
it.
them to move, and then, or warn them, and then
If
give them a
folks want
ticket.
Tickets written, I promise you.
Why don't
we'll
you
write
just
tickets.
look at
I'll
it?
make sure second
All the
shift writes
places,
tickets.
see if
or
you-
just go to neighborhood by neighborhood, see if we get the most.
There'll be so many
complaints.
tickets written on
Tell us
second
what you
shift, that
think
it'll be
next time.
funny.
You know what I'm saying? Go
I'm just
neighborhood
saying
by
in an
neighborhood.
extreme like, you know, that situation's, somebody not being able to get to their house.
Yeah.
That's my
That's
whole thing. I don't
ridiculous.
punish
Right.
everybody that has no choice, like
Right.
up on Bank
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
They don't have
No,
access
they
to the
don't.
driveway. They have to park on the sidewalk.
But see, I
But
bet
if
they're
we
not
enforce
blocking
this on
anybody,
Wood
though.
Street, we gotta enforce it.
That's it.
Next street up.
Yeah.
That's it, you can't hop and
discriminate.
skip here and there, you're gonna have to have a rule that everybody applies by.
And like
Take
citation.
the side-
Well, I mean,
If
you know, you got
cite
a lot of
'em, you
them.
cite them all. If
That's
you
right.
warn them, you warn them.
Warn
'em
all.
You can't pick and choose again, see?
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't
I'd
think
definitely
we should
start
have
warning
laws
them.
if we're not gonna follow.
Well, another thing, if I write this guy a citation on these city tickets you're talking about, say it's $25 fine, I ain't gonna pay it, what are you gonna do about it? You gonna take them to court? You gonna take them to court for a $25 fine?
that's what the, code enforcement board can,
Take them
Yeah, they
to court.
can, but I mean, you're gonna take them 500 tickets, they're gonna go through all 500, and then you're gonna have to end up taking them to court,
$25 a ticket, it'd be worth it, wouldn't it?
maybe, if we had a wrong enough ticket.
Speaking of that, we had a complaint, I've talked to this gentleman several times about the fans that run behind Food City. I've looked through the books, we don't have nothing on
He
noise
called me about
control.
that too.
But another thing, the guy that's complaining on that, just for y'all's information, he does not live in the city limits, so he's got no gripe talking to you all,
Well,
because he
but
does
the
not live in the city
noise-
limits.
It's coming
But
from the
noise is
city.
coming from the city, I went around and around with it.
But he does not live in the city limits, so
I know, it, but
he's,
he's got an answer to everything you say, I promise.
oh, I know he talked, I've talked to him about it too, but he
I've
does
heard
not.
He
the
needs to look at
noise.
the county's noise ordinances. 'Cause if he's wanting to enforce the noise that's coming onto his property,
Yeah.
he's in the county, and he's gonna have to complain to the county.
That's
He
exactly
has.
right.
Well,
That's it.
that's-
What about where
He
the
doesn't have
noise,
standing to complain.
what about if the noise is coming from the city?
He still
It's-
lives in the
You don't
county.
have a noise ordinance, it's no problem for you.
That's right.
And if he's not a citizen of the city, he can't complain.
Well, here's the
about
thing, I've
being
never
in the
come
city.
across this issue before ever with noise.
That's what I told him. He said, well,
I'm
don't
not
you
How
have
long's
to
Food
do
City,
something
how long's
so
Food
the
City
fans
been
turn
there?
it off?
40 years, 30 years?
I wouldn't know where to start.
But I mean, why is he complaining, nobody else has ever
And,
complained?
and I wouldn't want the guy to think I don't want to help him.
Right, and I would too.
don't know how to
but
help
I don't, it's not a, there's no
Parker
city
said,
ordinance.
refer them to the county. It's,
And that's right.
He said he'd call.
But you know, when
the
somebody calls you, Carla,
Yeah, I know.
you want to
You're
try to
gonna talk to
help.
but, I mean, Parker just told us what to
county. No,
do.
we told him that. He said he's talked to the county.
He talked to me, and
Is it
I really did listen to him every word.
Yes, it's their
Stuff
fans.
going
Yeah.
on, well, they can't shut them down, can they?
Well, he said.
I'll tell you the way I look at this law here. Parker says it's a law, it's on the books. I think you ought to go up and, you know, if you're not gonna ticket them, at least warn them and try to get it
I mean, we
slacked
need-
off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care
I
about
mean,
Get
you
them
see
on
what I'm
those
saying?
sidewalks.
but I
that
mean, we,
best you
Everybody's
can.
scared
right.
of it.
Yeah.
Do it
Just,
with
we just
I mean,
discretion.
Because now I'll tell you the truth, you know yourself, it's like throwing a dog a So I bone. think it might act on the noise. You get that one, he'll want two or three next time,
Let
you
me
know,
give you
you
an
know.
example in the city. And this is really a good point.
I
These
bet they
yellow
haven't
lines
discussed it with him.
parking on the sidewalk,
I bet they haven't.
we
If
have
he calls Food City.
a new wheelchair accessible park. I want them to be able to come down that street
I talked
if
to
they
him
want to
three
come down in a
times.
wheelchair.
You're
to get
right.
to
on the
that.
sidewalk.
He said
I've
everybody's
got no
scared
problem
of
with
it.
I
that.
don't think they should be
But
parking on.
neighborhood sidewalks, I don't know about that.
I just,
I know about what you're saying about
But
neighborhoods.
through town, I've got no problem. And every time we see one, we ride on the side.
I mean, we just put in a brand new
I wonder
park
if
to
a fire
display
truck could even get
disability.
there.
Yeah, and then,
My
yeah.
street.
And here you can't get down the
I
sidewalk.
know, I know.
But even in her neighborhood, a fire truck probably be lucky to get through there.
Well,
If you had both sides.
Now,
That's
Smith Avenue, Smith Avenue,
what I'm saying.
we couldn't get on my, you couldn't get down my street.
And you,
Because
actually,
somebody
New York
complains.
roads, you can't get a fire truck through there. You can go look at them. Go look at New York section. There's no way to get a big fire truck through there.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
No, wait a minute.
No, we
I'm still
can't.
talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
He's still
sorry that
talking,
you want to
yeah.
adjourn.
I'm sorry,
He's got another
David.
problem here.
I didn't know you were.
Not a
I
problem.
want to
We got
know
a
why
question.
there's 2 police cars that aren't marked. We've sat down here since January when I took office wanting those cop cars marked, and it's almost into my term.
Well, if you wanna buy some striping kit of $1,000 a piece,
We have striping kits. We bought
They're
5.
not all
No,
there.
they're not here.
What happened? Well, I know,
There are pieces of them there, put it that way, there's pieces.
They had one get wrecked and they had to use pieces
Right.
off to
Oh.
repair it, and then the other one got damaged, so they used pieces off of it to repair it.
so we need to buy 2 striping kits.
Wait. We had a police car got wrecked?
Yeah, when
Oh,
they
yeah.
first got them, they got one
Not
of them
since I've been
stolen.
here, but I
And
mean.
none of our officers wrecked it. Some
No.
guy come down the street.
It
It's
is
old,
brand
it wasn't,
new.
said
He
it
almost
wasn't about
told
2
me.
weeks old or something.
He was sitting at the Subway, they was sitting in there eating.
Oh, it's free?
No, that was 2 incidents. The
That's
second
The one was
one,
sitting right in front of the police station.
it was sitting in front of the police station, and the guy said he didn't see it and drove right into the rear end
Well,
of
didn't he
About
have to
told
pay
me.
for it?
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
if he had to pay for it, why didn't
How
we
many
get some
new
striping kits out of
it,
it
rather
then?
than rob the other one.
What
Yeah.
about the white and gold striping kits? How many were bought of those?
They had 5. They had 5 at one time.
I thought he was done.
Mhm.
I didn't know.
I
What?
I thought he was done.
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, we
I
had
didn't-
white and
I
gold
didn't know he
as
was
well. That's
done.
right, we did.
White and gold was on those cop cars too.
If you still got those, that's
There's none up there, I'm telling you.
Because I remember the city was turned
Well,
into
pieces
the
of the
attorney
room
general
was-
for
we
not
do
having
have pieces of
them.
the
I would
room.
call Mikey Franks because he
That's
should know where those are.
That's where they're.
We
That's
got
when they
parcels
were
of the
bought.
room. We got parcels in the room. You know what I'm saying?
That's where they were at. I mean, honestly,
Where are they?
he may be able to tell you. He may have them. I don't.
We got the maroon ones.
He may know where they're at. He may be
But now the
stuck
gold,
somewhere in some corner.
I have no idea.
The
Just a
maroons
suggestion.
is for, where it's for the white cars, right?
Right,
No.
apparently. I don't know what the gold was on. I was for
The
my.
gold
gold
was
ones
actually-
were on the black cars first, and
Yeah.
Mikey came and wanted them changed. So Parker got his legal fee salary out of that grant
Yeah.
to pay for them.
He sure did.
Well, I did, but I didn't mean to do that for, any kind of recognition. I just thought.
Give me
that was-
another
Well, it was a
check.
good gesture.
Give me another check, Park. We need to buy some.
Well, we appreciate
I
it,
did, I
Parker.
was
Snap
thinking
that
about the
check.
fact that I did it, so we were on the telepathy line. I thought, well, I wonder what happened to those two.
Yeah.
I could use that money for something
Yeah.
else.
Oh,
Another-
thank you.
We need to,
They're not gonna put it
whether
on
they're
top of the
gold or
car.
maroon, start asking former chiefs, officers, see where they went. When you find them, put them on the car. They should be
So
marked.
Who's gonna check on that for David?
I didn't think anybody would remember that, David, but me.
Who's gonna check on that?
Wayne, he could call.
I've got the maroon ones, but the gold ones, I'll tell you right now, there's no even no.
Who's gonna
use.
check on
Now,
that?
he's right.
got
You
it.
could call him.
I mean, I'll call
We need
Mikey,
those
but
cars
the
marked.
gold. There's no law says you gotta mark them.
Well, we say so.
Yeah,
We
transport.
would, I
We'll
really
know
think
where
they
they
have
are.
There's
to
no
be
law
marked
says you
too.
have to transport, yeah, there's no law says you have to mark a police car.
Except the transport.
Transport car only.
Well, I still think, just for the city's recognition, we should mark them all, and they all should be marked
Yeah,
unit
they should
one,
be the
unit two,
same.
unit
We
three.
can't, we don't wanna mark, well, we got 3 right now, or 4, then we're gonna have to put 2 different type strike kits.
Well, that doesn't matter as long as they're recognizable as City of
We can't
Cumberland.
help it in our budget crisis right now.
Yeah.
What, if we got a gold set, we use a gold set. If we got a
Yeah.
maroon
Just
set,
need
we
a
use a
tag
maroon
on the
set.
front or something that says that.
I mean, when
And
city,
mark them
yeah.
like small decals that are white. We can mark unit 1, unit 2, put it on the
We
side
got
up
marked, we
somewhere.
got units numbers on them, they start at 100 and go up.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, we got unit numbers.
just something so that any average citizen that sees that don't think that's another average
Joe out here running around.
average Joe out here running around. That,
But I mean,
People are now worried about somebody faking being a police
Well,
officer.
that's why I started saying, how many times you saw on TV where somebody fakes being a
Well,
police
that's my
officer?
daughter said that. I don't know that I'd ever stop for an unmarked car.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I mean, I wouldn't stop for you unless I know you, now I'll be honest.
Really?
Well, and it's true.
Really?
I've told
Yeah.
my daughter the
Yeah.
very same thing.
She said,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
stopping.
It's happening all over the country.
Yeah,
I didn't say in Cumberland,
Yeah.
but I said out on the highway.
that's right.
If you haven't heard, that is one way of
That's right.
Yeah,
young girls.
Young
getting
girls,
cut.
that's right.
it sure is.
That's the same thing I told my daughter,
Yeah,
Parker.
don't stop.
I just,
Especially in the dark area and unmarked vehicle.
I'm
I
just
wouldn't
telling
know
you,
how to stay
at least with it
somewhere.
being marked, it might give somebody a comfort. And if another officer
That's
sees a
right.
car that's marked and says, "Hey, that's not one of our guys,"
Yeah, who is
they're
it?
going to recognize
Who
it.
is it?
Well, I'm not a young daughter, but I wouldn't stop for you either, honey.
I didn't mean anything.
Did you have something else?
have any, police officers besides the chief taking home police cars?
Yeah, man, Dale takes one home.
Is that authorized by the mayor's office?
It's authorized by y'all, 10-mile radius. We can take them anywhere we want to within a 10-mile radius. Y'all passed it right here in the council meeting.
So why are the other officers not taking home
Because
police
we don't have
cars?
enough cars. You'll buy us 2 more cars and we'll let everybody take one home.
Where's the other officers live at? I don't know them's why I'm
One of them
asking.
lives in Harlan and the other lives in
Well,
Lake
you can't
County.
take one to Harlan anyway, that's too
That's the reason
far.
we've got some sitting there, but I mean,
Yeah, 10 miles.
10-mile radius, but probably the one in Lake County could probably take one home, and he does sometimes.
If
But
an
not
officer
all the
lives
time.
in New York section, he should take one home.
Who lives in New York? Oh, Silas? Because we ain't got enough cars, that's the reason we're gonna do that. He don't take it home most of the time, he lives
I
at the
think where he
station.
drives the school bus.
Yeah, we keep 3 most times, the stations up on Sport, I mean, American. If that's, we got at least 3 up there at all times.
But now
What
they-
what do we
they've
do
got
with
that
those
need to be
Humvees
marked.
up there? Not to,
It's David's turn to talk.
That's right.
Yeah.
He passed.
That's right.
sorry.
Go ahead, David. If you-
I just
Tell
had a few
Parker.
questions. I just want to know who took them home because I seen one at Food City on Saturday for about 30, 40 minutes. I was just wondering.
Helps me if it's in my car. I'll answer the question.
Was you on duty?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And if you'll check, I'm working a theft case there
Yeah,
for the council's information.
Did I miss this?
I even saw
No,
you
you
for
have,
one
David?
night. I didn't say anything, because I knew I knew he was busy.
We can go to, open comments now, if anyone that's.
Still alive or
Anybody's still alive back
Okay,
there.
go ahead,
Your
Jim.
son-in-law.
Pothole as you come off of, 119 on the Hilton Street. You know where I'm talking about, where they fix that water line there at Jerry Williams?
Murray Bailey's, Murray and Bailey's house.
Yeah, right there.
I got a call on that today.
That's Scott Avenue.
You need to put some gravel in that, where they dug up that line going over to Jerry Williams' house.
You have to put gravel in it every day.
Every day, yeah, because it keeps washing out.
When are they gonna
Or
start
while
lighting?
it's still warm, we might be able to
Carl,
take some.
Carl,
Carl,
cold
why can't you
patch
put
working
that
there?
coal pack, yeah?
With a cold patch working there.
They make some coal packs.
But it's got a lot of, it's still moist, isn't it? Huh?
It's that red mud, yeah.
Well, can't you put gravel in there and then put it on there,
I
Stanley?
don't know, would it, we've been putting gravel in it, but it's.
It just keeps
it's-
washing out.
Yeah.
It's terrible, you're gonna
Yeah.
lose car in
Can you
there.
put cold patch on top of it?
Yeah, I have to live.
I go in there every day too.
Dig it down and we'll put gravel in it.
Every day.
Cold patch in it.
Okay, all right.
That may help for a little while.
Then
Where's the other one at there? There's another one up there somewhere, but you'll have to find it.
David, was you down with
It's
that?
in front
New
of
York?
Jerry's, it's
I
for
just,
Mary
when
and
they
Bailey's right
mentioned
there
blacktop,
coming in.
we.
It's Scott Avenue and
On
Helton.
Jerry Williams. There's one that you go up in front of
Yeah, and
Murray
they've
and
not
Bailey's,
been
and
done.
One of them
turn
being right
left,
over there.
and there's one up over there.
I tell you before when it got
You know
blacktop,
Murray and
Thursday,
Bailey's house?
Tuesday,
Yeah,
I
David.
got
Go up that
blacktop.
street, turn left there, Scott Avenue.
I thought,
How far back?
It's right in that area there. You'll have to find it, okay?
Okay.
But
The one with the car in it.
the one at Jerry Williams' house is
Huge.
Yeah,
a big one, okay?
that's huge. It needs something
When are they gonna start
Fix it.
blacktop?
You want me to get the, you authorized me to get the payment,
Yeah, get a purchase order,
okay,
okay?
you know they gone up.
What? On the blacktop? The coke?
What ain't went up?
Well, one 50-pound bag is almost $16.
If it takes 3 or 4, it takes 3 or
All
4.
right, you check how much.
Well, let's put it this way, if you got to pay for somebody losing what is that you call it?
rim, one
Yeah,
rim or
a
tire.
rim or something like that, the city,
That's how much it is.
it'd be well worth it.
Yep.
Because you'd have to pay me if I
Marker,
tore
it'd be
mine
well
up.
worth it. Marker don't want to lose a rim.
That's
Think
right.
it'll work?
Yes.
We gotta get them paid volunteers.
You have to be careful.
Anyone else have anything else?
David
My
had
car's
one more.
I'll
low.
ask this as a citizen.
Go ahead.
We had a public hearing in June for blacktopping of some of these streets, and it's September, they're not gonna be able to blacktop.
No, they're not ready to blacktop.
I mean, is it gonna be done?
No, because
Waiting on Mountain Enterprise.
Mountain Enterprise and there's no funds. Mountain Enterprise is not going to open up until the county gets the service taxes.
They
and-
don't
and-
know if they're gonna get it.
They don't even know if we're going to get service taxes.
Wow.
Yeah, they're behind on those.
But David
That's
said-
bad
They're not
news.
gonna open it in September.
No.
but
They'd have to have
normally-
awful big contracts.
See, cause they want to do
They
theirs and the
they
counties
can't
at the
turn it
same
on.
time, so
Right.
we're opening the plan up. because
Are they the
That's
only
true.
people that does stuff like that? Got a lock
We
on
get them
it?
on the state contract bid.
Not around here close
That's-
enough
that's
to
why
haul
they
because
get
it's
it all
set
the
up by
time.
the time they
By the
got
time
here.
you get here.
Yeah, that's why we have.
Well,
always
Wattsburg
used
or
them.
somewhere, I don't know where you get it.
But if you use
I
them, you
don't
have to
think,
bid
I
it
think they got
out.
it locked up.
Then you'd have to.
If you, I said if you use somebody else. you
And,
have to
and
bid
I
it
know
out.
I passed a while ago, but I do have one question that's really important. Parker now, don't laugh, he doesn't have much more time with us. We need to consider who is going to take his place when
Well, I asked
he
Mr.
goes to
Parker-
county attorney.
I
Because he's not going to become
asked Mr. Parker
cis.
today who he's gonna appoint to take his place up here, and he said he's thinking about
Yeah,
it.
because he's not going to come cis once he gets to be a
How about
county
some
attorney.
Friendly advice.
Well, you know, that was your all's call. I wasn't gonna be presumptuous enough, but I mean, I'll ask around and see if, you know, and tell.
Everybody wants
They,
it.
Yeah, help us out.
You know, if they're interested, so.
We'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Have
would.
somebody tough to handle this crowd.
Yeah.
Well, you hung with us all this time. You gotta be pretty tough.
I know I am. I tell you. Put them in the most uncomfortable chair in the place.
Crooked desk.
With one leg's hanging off.
He's not set up here, has he, Carolyn?
Hard as a rock.
He's not, you've not sat up here.
You're getting ready to get a comfortable chair, ain't you, Parker?
I don't know.
Hey,
I wouldn't
Parker.
say that.
Stand a lot. I like to stand.
I used to be 10 foot tall until we come and start sitting in these chairs so long. Now I'm shrinking to where I ain't about 2 foot
But I mean,
tall.
I'll ask around, but if you all have some suggestions, if you want me to ask anybody,
I'd
I'd be
love
happy to. I would recommend the job to it. I appreciate it. You all been real good to me, and I appreciate the opportunity to work with you.
My God, you
We
sound like
appreciate
you're
you
quitting.
putting up with us.
Well, I think I'm gonna go with him.
Straighten us
I'm
out.
not resigning.
I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go be his secretary or
You know,
something.
December will be my last month with you.
Yeah, so you
And
didn't
I
have
could
much.
help somebody with the files, and I'll be happy to help them, show them what we've got and things that are still there, so.
Well, Mr. Box, it wouldn't be incompatible if one of the attorney for Lynch or Benham, did you say Buttermore?
Well, he won't, I mean, he won't do it.
He don't want us.
He won't come to the meetings, I mean, I'm just telling you.
Oh, that's right, he's.
You need somebody who, there's no requirement that you come to the meetings, but it lets you know what's going on. And
Let us know
I've
the
always
law.
thought it was-
This bunch needs somebody, is what you're saying.
No, it's good to have somebody
Guidance.
who knows what's going on, so,
Well, we-
I would recommend that they come to at least one meeting a month.
But we sure will miss you, I know that.
We've,
But believe it or not, I mean, you
Start
don't,
saying
you all may
y'all
not,
like
everybody
this.
doesn't know,
It's
but
coming.
most of the other stuff that goes on is not just coming to the meeting. You know, there's,
behind the scenes legal stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Fines.
and if you can't get these, I mean, the water and sewer plants both about worn me out this year, last year particularly. Because, we're having these conferences on the phone, with people and, complaints. The other thing that's helpful to you, that does collect some money, and you never talk about that, is all of these foreclosures and these lawsuits where people owe back taxes and they have the courthouse sale and the city of Cumberland's on there. I mean, we never get a report exactly of what that is, but that's, you're collecting delinquent taxes from the.
Every time you
master-
sell it?
Yeah, and so, we do those, probably, I don't know, probably a couple of months of answering those sort of, foreclosure complaints and filing an answer and following those things so that when they sell the property at the courthouse, the bank foreclosure or for whatever reason, the master commissioner cuts us a check and we get a check at the delinquent taxes collected. So that's another important thing to follow.
So being county attorney is gonna be easier to do with this, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So, but, I mean, you know, there's lots of other things that go on here in the month. It's not just the meetings.
It's not just you show up and they see you here once a month. There's all month long behind the scenes that work you're doing.
Yeah, and mostly just with City Hall.
Yeah. Making sure we stay legal. I'm ready to adjourn.
I'm not, yeah, and I said.
Does anyone else in the
I said-
audience have anything?
Oh, yeah.
On Cumberland Avenue at the far end that comes out, that's right turn only. Why?
The sign was supposed to be took down in
Where?
2007.
When they closed the railroad, they should have taken that
Yeah,
down.
sure was.
When the railroad track was taken out, that's the reason it was, right turn only, because of traffic backing up, you know, being blocked by trains. And that way people couldn't turn left.
So it's okay when you come out of the Cumberland Avenue on that end to go
I
left?
see nothing wrong with it at all. What Wayne say?
I don't see nothing wrong with it, because the railroad track was the only reason they had up that I know of prior
That's
to
the
that.
only reason it was that way anyway.
Can you just take the sign down? Would that be a simple solution?
Just take it down, Stan, okay?
Is the sign still there?
Yeah. And it was supposed to come down.
Attention, because I go down that street anymore.
I don't either.
There's a stop sign there, right?
Yeah.
There is a stop sign.
Don't take that down, Sam.
I'm going like, oh, I got you at the end of, okay, I know. I got you.
Back street where the
That's
railroad
where,
tracks
yeah,
was,
back
yeah.
street, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I know where you're talking about.
Is there anything else
I'm
from
almost
anyone?
afraid to say.
If not,
Let's go.
Jim, you ain't got your hand up, just.
So you put your hand down.
No. You tell David.
Jump
Make a
over,
motion
tell
we
David.
adjourn.
jump over your back. Yeah, Norman John back there, yeah, Norman John.
What, back there, Norman John?
I'll second. Yeah.
And I vote yeah.
The first.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.